Hello people on YouTube, I'm Schoko and today we're watching The Insane World of Child Dating Apps by Shoe on Head. Let's see what's going on with these kids these days.
Ho ho ho! It is I, a jolly elf from the North Pole, here to do Santa's bidding. Let's see if you are on the nice or naughty list this year, huh? Oh, that is a interesting internet history. Naughty list. Hell even. But don't you worry, Santa has a special gift for you. Ah yes, here it is. Merry Christmas. Man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. Now I know what you are probably thinking. A dating app for children? There's gotta be more to that, right? That can't be it. We're not at that level yet. Right?
It's been compared to Tinder, but for young teens. Wizz is an app where users
What the heck? It's called Wizz app? Man, we used to just use Kick and Instagram, man. We weren't doing some complex stuff like this. Heck, we just get DMs slid up into our messages as children. You know, it'd just be like that when parents just leave you unsupervised on all social media apps and, you know, internet in general, because that's what it was, the wild, wild west. But they have an app dedicated now for kids. That's weird.
as young as 12 years old can swipe and meet new friends.
12? As young as 12? Heck, I don't think most kids at 12 or younger, I mean, at least they gotta be teenagers, not preteens. My goodness. I would say like 17, not even 17 is safe for the internet. Not Wizz, burn it all down. Burn!
Randomly, and it can be a minefield.
There's a lot of like weird people on there. They like to ask for nudes.
The Canadian Centre for
What?
Child Protection says it has received more than 180 reports about Wizz in the last year and a half.
So I did a little research and found that Wizz is actually a lot worse than people think it is. And it's also not the first or the last of its kind. In fact, there are shockingly many dating apps for kids out there, or friendship apps as they like to call themselves. So in this video we are going to talk about the rising disturbing.
So I'm guessing this is just basically a buffet for pedos to find kids easier than ever before. Other than Roblox. Let's go!
Trend of these friendship apps, and then we're going to actually look at what is happening inside these friendship apps. I actually posted about this on Twitter the other day and people were like bamboozled that this was actually a real thing.
I follow Shu, and she's so funny. Like, sometimes she'll just comment on something and it just blows my mind. Like, how did you find this?
I don't find it. It finds me.
That's
There is so
crazy.
much insanity happening on the news every single day. I try to bring you guys the craziest stories, but honestly, it gets hard to keep up. Thankfully, I have an app for that. So before we get into this deep dive, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor. You all know it, you all love it, Ground News. Ground News is a website and an app that gives readers an easy and transparent way to read news from. Now back to the video. Now, little known fact, Tinder was the original Tinder for kids. No, I'm not joking. Tinder used to have a 13 to 17 section. Kinder, if you will. Tinder eventually got rid of it in 2016, but the market for a Tinder for kids was apparently still there. So it wasn't long before people saw dollar signs and created their own friendship apps. There are many friendship apps on the App Store for minors, like Yubo, Hoop, Perp, Scoot.
Why does this kind of remind me of when Cartman went online to find friends and he ends up like talking, I think it was to the one guy that uses the puppet hand, and ends up meeting him, and they're all just like they want to meet, you know, because they all like kids. Ooh, yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Badoo. What in the
Badoo?
Dr. S. Seuss is this? The Skadoos were on their Badoo app sending their Who's pictures of their kazoos. Listen, back in my day, we didn't have Tinder for kids, okay? We had wholesome gangs on Habbo Hotel and Club Penguin. Whatever happened to getting good old
Okay, but when it came to good old-fashioned stuff, when it was like Club Penguin, Animal Jam, things like that, we still had like role-playing in a way because people would start like families. I'm putting parentheses around that, but they would start families, get married, all that other extra stuff, you know how it be.
fashion groomed on Skype. The main friendship app currently making headlines right now is Wizz. Wizz, the Tinder for kids app, exposes kids to predators. Congress must act. Congress? Half of Congress is probably on this f***ing app. You
Yeah.
expect me to believe the government currently protecting Jeffrey Epstein is going to do something about the Jeffrey Epstein app? New York City teens told the Post that Wizz, which is available to users 13 and older, is similar to a dating app in the way you swipe through profiles, and that some underage users are relying on it to arrange hookups with strangers, including adults. It's like Tinder for kids, a 16-year-old high school senior from Manhattan told the Post. Like, literally, when you think of Tinder, that's what it is. Trying to hook up or, like, date. Many of the profile photos are thirst traps, with girls in sports bras and boys posting shirtless selfies. It's marketed as a wholesome app when it's actually not a wholesome app. There have already been multiple arrests across the country of adult predators sexually assaulting teens they met on the app. In Washington, a 23-year-old man was charged with rape earlier this year after meeting up with a 12-year-old girl on Wizz. The victim told police he claimed to be 15. A 19-year-old Marine in Hawaii was charged with sexually assaulting an 11-year-old girl he met on the app. And a 27-year-old Chicago man is facing charges for sexually assaulting several teenage girls he met on Wizz while also pretending to be a teen. In 2024, Florida's Department of Law Enforcement
This is what I mean. It's literally free access for these disgusting, depraved people who, for some reason, think a minor is attractive and lie to these children. This is why I say kids shouldn't have access to this type of stuff this young. 11? Like, what is happening right now? How are there no parents around? Where are their parents? Exactly, what the fuck?
Enforcement arrested a 20-year-old man for using a computer to solicit a minor after investigation revealed he was speaking to a 14-year-old girl on Wizz while purporting to be 16.
Wow.
Okay, so not only like 20-something-year-old adults were pretending to be younger, but younger people were pretending to be older. How the f*** is there no age verification on this app? At Wizz, the safety and well-being of our teen users is our highest priority.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that's good to hear. Wizz uses sophisticated AI safety algorithms for age verification. You what? You're relying on AI for the safety of children on your website? May I remind you, we are still in the very early stages of AI. It's nowhere near where it has to be to handle important things like this, to handle verifying people's ages on a dating website for minors. What the f?
Really, Wizz is designed to connect kids with strangers. And for
This sounds so dystopian, guys. An app for dating kids, AI being used to monitor and confirm people's ages. Doesn't feel like real life.
furthermore, they allow both kids or both teens and adults onto the app. And they claim that they separate the kids from the adults by robust age verification tools. But I personally have tested those tools, and 3 times, every single time I tested them, I was able to create an account as a 16-year-old, and I was put into a category where I was encouraged to date 15 to 17-year-olds.
Like, tell me why I saw a 20-something-year-old say they were 16 and easily get into Wizz.
Verify your age. To make sure you connect with people your age, we need to verify yours. Age verified. That didn't take.
Or this 20-something-year-old that said they were 15.
Age verification. Age verified, fun source now. What is that?
What's at stake here is that adults, particularly
goodness.
adult men, can pose as 15-year-old boys and
The thing that's crazy is they think a single face image of like the person can help determine the age is insanity. That's not how it works.
hook up with teenage girls or teenage boys for that matter. It's as simple as that. Stephen Balcom, founder of the Family Online Safety Institute, told the Post. Stephen Balcom was able to sign up for Wizz as a teen. Oh wow, he must
no.
look pretty young. Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no. It's honestly just incredible to me that this idea was pitched to people like Tinder for kids, and nobody in that boardroom immediately got up and punched that guy in the head. This idea should have never been spoken into the world. This is a curse upon our lands. The CEO should be trapped inside of a crystal for 1,000 years. So who are the geniuses behind Wizz? Let's take a look. Oh, it's just a bunch of nerds. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. Okay, so the CEO, Thomas Don... Can I say that? Now I know what you're thinking, and yes, yes, he is French. It's always the f***ing French behind this shit. Cutie is now this. It's seriously time we start asking the French question.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is not the first time Wizz has been under fire. Last year, Apple actually had to remove it from the App Store because of extortion controversies. Apple removed the app Tuesday after the National Center of Sexual Exploitation contacted the company with concerns about the alleged use of Wizz in extortion scams. Extortion is an increasingly common online crime in which people are enticed to send sexually explicit photos. Once the photos are sent, the receiver of the images threatens to share them online or with family or friends unless the victim sends money.
Oh, I heard about this. This was an actual thing, but I didn't hear about the whole app thing. But I know they were doing this with kids on TikTok, where they were doing the same exact thing or trying to get money out of them. Something in some way, shape, or form related to that. Dawning. Keep it family friendly.
John Sheehan, Senior Vice President of the Exploited Children Division and International Engagement for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, said his organization has received more than 100 reports from members of the public about minors allegedly extorted on Wizz this year, putting the app behind only Snapchat and Instagram for such reports. So because there was extortion allegedly from Wizz, they had to shut it down. And this is the public statement Wizz came out with. Are you ready for this? Hey there, just wanted to drop in with a quick heads up. Wizz is currently taking a break from the app stores due to a technical hiccup. We're working super hard to get everything sorted out and back to normal ASAP. Here's the deal. If you uninstall Wizz during this time, you won't be able to re-download it until we're back up and running in the App Store. So we recommend hanging tight. We're really sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. We appreciate your patience and support. Stay tuned for the update, and in the meantime, keep enjoying Wizz. Thanks for being part of our Wizz family. Oopsie poopsie, we still will fuck you wucky. And when they were allowed back on the App Store, this was their announcement.
What the heck?
Imagine, if you will, getting banned off the App Store because of controversies surrounding extortion of minors, and then being like, we're back, bitches! The audacity. We're still working on getting back on the store. We miss you guys. Stay strong. I like the hashtag attempt here. Nobody is using that shit. It sounds like a rapper. Free my homie Lil Wizz, he ain't done nothing. Okay, so what exactly is on this app? Well, I am about to show you. I will be getting these screen caps from other videos about this topic because there is no fucking way I am downloading any of these apps onto my device, okay? I am on way too many lists already. Anyway, here are some examples of some profiles on these friendship apps. Back on here, I guess, 510 16, don't send, hit me up. I'm a good listener. Don't be dry. Don't send. LOL. I don't send. Friendly 304. Older girls are on top. 15. Look at the little Roblox icon. I don't send, so don't try. I don't send. Don't ask. So if you are not aware what these people mean when they say don't send, they are saying they do not send private photos. May I remind you that this is an app marketed towards minors, and these minors feel the need to put in their profiles that they do not send nudes to strangers. That is how prevalent that is on this app. They feel like they have to go out of their way to say they don't do it. This one literally has to say, I don't send, stop asking. Bro, what the Trades 17. I'll send 14. Wow, those are some interesting names they have there in Australia. How exotic. My shit big, by the way. 16 years old. No Bill Cosby shit, but if bitches sleeping on me, then I'm a fuck 'em. Hit me up if you are a girl that plays variety games, listens to music, and has a decent amount of beauty, so I can actually appreciate you. I don't date gays or blacks. Teen mom.
At least he's straight to the point. Preferences.
A girl that plays variety games, listens to music, and has a decent amount of beauty, so I can actually appreciate you. I don't date gays or blacks. Teen mom, if you have a prob, keep swiping. 14. I like it in the back door.
14 teen mom. Like it in the back door. Crazy.
Violet, 15. Pull up for and smoking. Bring me a nick though. DM to rate eggplant. Oh man, I sure love friendship apps. My favorite activity to do with the homies, with the bros, rating each other's dicks. Friendship. I don't send. You should obsess over me. 15. It's wrong. If you're a sub and a masochist, text me now. Be my yandere. Be my psychopath. Someone please come collect your daughter.
Yo.
Oh my god. 6'3", football. Text me with Wizz. I have a whimper audio, so ask to see. Holy shit, someone please come collect your son! Where are the freaks at? 15 years old asking where the freaks are at. Sir, I do not doubt at all. Several freaks are viewing your profile. Rate me 1 out of 10. Middle school, about to be 13. They have their age set to 17, but they're actually 13, so... Again, great job. These state-of-the-art AI technology.
You know, I'm surprised they wouldn't have some human combing through this to make sure that everything is legit and working instead of everything leading and working for AI base. Crazy.
At work here. ChatGPT says I'm 24 years old without makeup. My 34-year-old haggard ass. I'm sorry if I do not trust fucking clankers to handle something like this. Let's take a look at what actual teenagers are saying about this app, shall we? Is Wizz safe? No, I got sent CP on it. Bruh, I got asked, do you trade so many times? Most people on there are horny for real. Got way too many PP pics from people. No, literally at this point, Wizz has become a child-friendly Tinder. The things I saw were horrifying. 15-year-olds posting videos of themselves twerking, 14-year-olds calling themselves bottoms, 13-year-olds putting shit in their bios like, I'll send if you send. My sister is using a dating app for teens called Wizz, and honestly I find it really unhealthy. She spends a lot of time talking to guys she barely knows. The worst part is, my mom does nothing about it. I've been punished for way less, but my sister never gets any real consequences.
I swear it's the newer generation. I don't know what's with the parents. I really have no idea. There's some parents that are on it. Others, they don't care less. They could care less. I feel like we're gonna have a generation where it's just super unhinged. Whew, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm really not.
I'm just trying to protect her, but she thinks I'm against her, and I'm really scared that one day this could end badly. Yeah. W, older brother, please protect your sister. She may hate you in the moment, but she will thank you in the future. Oh my god, and the fact that his mom doesn't care. This is giving me, like, actual anxiety. Here's my catch. If you're a guy, it's hard. Watch ads to get 5 coins, and once you reach 250, start the boost to get more requests. Oh, it's one of those watch ads to get coins sort of apps, of course. So what are the ads these 13 to 17-year-olds being forced to watch in order to get coins or whatever the Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what type of ads are on these friendship apps. Safe chat room. Enjoy private chats with gorgeous online. Gets are horny. 1v1 video chat. Please tame me. I wanna. AI generate. Not safe for work. Dirty call and come fast. Free video chat with naughty hot girl. Now I know every single social media has an issue with this. Every single one, from Instagram to Twitter, there's always an issue of predators preying on minors on social media. But these apps in particular are created with weird intentions from the get-go. Like, why does a 13-year-old kid need an app like this, where they swipe on photos of people and, like, plan to meet them in person? They just don't need an app like this. The bad that potentially comes with it completely outweighs, like, any of the good that can come from an app like this. I remember when, like, don't talk to strangers online was, like, the big thing.
So, I think the reason why kids are doing all of this stuff, it's the same reason My kids started wearing makeup. My kids started using face skin care routines that they don't even need and messing with all like those products. They basically want to be adults, but since they're kids, they're kind of limited. But they want to feel and act and be like an adult. Like they're trying to mirror adults and copy their lifestyle and life because they're just like, oh, I want to be adult. I want to grow up fast. But that's not good. They should enjoy their childhood and be a child for as long as possible.
That was like the main internet rule. That and don't believe everything you see on the internet. Which is funny now, coming from the boomer generation that thinks like this is real on Facebook.
Yep, that's true.
Meanwhile, nowadays, apps like this are literally marketing themselves to minors like meet strangers on the internet. As a teenager, it is like the optimal time to like meet friends in real life. Like that is when it is the easiest because it gets really hard to meet friends as an adult. It gets hard as fuck to meet friends as an adult. Like everyone's already established, everyone already has their friends, and like if you try to make friends with someone, you feel like a fucking like weirdo freak. Like when I moved to the city, I tried Bumble BFF. I think I've told the story before. Sorry if I told the story before in a video. Not much happens in my life, so if I repeat stories, I'm sorry. I tried Bumble BFF and the only person I matched with was a furry.
Oh no.
Anyway, my point is, I don't think 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, whatever, they shouldn't be meeting strangers off of the internet. Like at the very least, what these apps are doing are normalizing hookup culture. Basically grooming them into hookup culture, one of the most toxic aspects of modern society, in my opinion. But these companies do not care. These companies don't care because at the end of the day, they are making a profit. It's not surprising at all that a lot of these apps showed up during COVID, during lockdowns, when many teenagers and kids were really lonely. Like I said before, the app is apparently full of ads, freaky ass ads. And you can buy like all this extra stuff on the app. There's like in-app purchases. There's like the fucking burger bundle, whatever the hell that is. I like how this is so blatantly like a French person's idea of like, this is like a French person's idea of like marketing to the United States. Bonjour, Americans. Would you like the burger bundle? So you can have a 13-year-old girl on your, how you say, oui oui. One of the biggest issues, though, besides the predators or the normalization of hookup apps, is the fact that this app is mainly used by minors to trade photos with other minors. A lot of people, a lot of teenagers especially, don't know that even though you're also a minor, you are still technically creating and distributing CP. If those pictures somehow get out, if she breaks up with you and posts them, you could both get in trouble. You could go to jail. You could be labeled a sex offender. Yes, you as a minor could be labeled a sex offender because you sent pictures to another minor. And that's what like 90% of this app is. Minors getting each other's links and trading and whatever the like, how do the creators of this app not see that? How do they they do see it. They don't care because a burger bundle. So what can we do about this? One particular promising solution pending before Congress is the Kids Online Safety Act, a bipartisan bill that establishes a duty of care for online platforms likely to be accessed by children. Listen, of course I think government regulation is absolutely necessary to keep corpos in check. If not, they would just do a bunch of immoral, evil shit for money. However, I do not trust the government to handle anything regarding free speech and the internet. Listen, in a perfect world, the government would step in and make the internet a safer place for children, but we do not live in a perfect world. We live in hell world. And in hell world, anything the government gets its grubby little hands on turns to shit. It will go from, we're just protecting kids, to, we're just protecting adults from bad opinions. It will go from, sorry little Timmy, you can't watch fat booty Latinas in Space 12, to...
No, the crazy part is I saw a TikTok video of a mom taking her kid's iPad because it was basically booty shaking or whatever. And this kid, mind you, was under the age of like probably 10 or something. And already seeing that on YouTube, kids, the generation's gonna be failing.
Sorry, grown-ass man, you can't post that opinion about Israel. But I don't know, you need a government ID to buy alcohol or weed online. Why shouldn't you also need a government ID to watch porn or access apps like this? I don't really know.
Well, I know some states, they actually are now restricting access to sites, like especially hentai and just porn sites. I know that they have implemented stuff where it's like you have to register your ID and everything to make sure that they confirm you're of age to access these content and things.
Kind of like go back and forth on my opinion of stuff like this. I don't really have a fleshed out opinion of this yet. My husband.
Honestly, I just think if they had a system like that, I feel like that would help a lot in those types of, you know, apps and stuff like that. But there is really no point in having an app like this. There really is no point. Like, they're just doing it on purpose. Another way to gain revenue.
Husband has not given me my opinion of this yet. All I know is it is ultimately the parent's job to monitor what their kids are doing online. But in my opinion, something like this shouldn't even exist in the first place.
Yeah.
Like imagine, yeah, we created meth for kids. You as a parent, you know, you keep your kids away, but you know, the meth for kids is here. You know, if they want it, if they want to buy it, like, no. Also, like, the parents are giving their kids iPads right out of the f***ing womb, dude.
Yep.
These little motherfuckers can't read. Australia is actually enforcing the first social media ban for kids under 16. These are the platforms being banned in Australia. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, YouTube, Reddit, Threads, Kick, Twitch.
You know, I find that so funny, right? It's all these ones make sense. But why isn't Discord on here? Yo, Discord has been the most interesting ride out of a lot of these. But I can understand a lot of these just make sense. You don't want them until you're at least 16 years or older. So that's probably not what we should do. Yeah.
And these are the ones that are still allowed. Steam, WhatsApp, Messenger, YouTube Kids, Pinterest, GitHub, Google Classroom, Lego Play, Roblox, and Discord.
No way.
I'm sorry, stop. You want to protect children, and you didn't ban Discord? Also,
Yo.
wow, I almost forgot. Roblox is also trying to become a dating website. Roblox, the game mostly used by children.
Yeah.
I feel like kids are in such a rush to be adults today more than ever. I think because like social media and influencers. Oh my god, apparently the most popular jobs for children that they want to be when they grow up are like streamer
Yep.
and like YouTuber.
Yep.
They're so cooked, dude. I swear to god, if my kids come up to me and they're like, I want to be a YouTuber like mommy. Nightmare. No, you're going to college. You're getting a degree. You're not going to be an e-girl. You're not going to be a streamer. You're not going to be the next Asmongold. You're going to be normal. I've said this before, but like my kids are not even going to know the internet exists. I'm going to raise them as if it is 1875. And God forbid like a phone rings in our house. What is that strange bird I hear? Personally, I had unrestricted access to the internet when I was growing up and I turned out fine.
Yeah, right?
So that was that video. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I read every single comment. I'm serious. I see all the shit you freaks write down there. If you like this video, give it a little like. Oh, I hate this part of being a YouTuber. Subscribe and give it 5 stars. Donate to my Patreon if you
Oh, that was good, honestly. Oh my goodness. So, I'm glad that she brought this up. Honestly, I never would have expected there to be a whole app dedicated to this. I thought it was just like any other social media apps. Honestly, a lot of awareness needs to be put on those types of things, but I don't think there will be. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see each other next time. Bye-bye.